Hey everyone! We're going to explore something ancient but still incredibly relevant, the Ten Commandments. You have probably heard of them before, they are some of the oldest moral guidelines known to humanity. But here is the twist, we are going to look at them in a way you might not have heard before. Think about natural laws for a second, like gravity. No one argues with gravity. We all know if you drop something, it falls. You don't question it because it's built into the way the world works. What if I told you the Ten Commandments are just like that? Not just religious rules, but laws woven into the fabric of human life, unbreakable, unchanging, and essential for everything to work. What are the Ten Commandments? Quick recap for those who may not remember all 10. 1. You shall have no other gods before me. 2. You shall not make idols. 3. Do not misuse the name of God. 4. Keep the Sabbath day holy. 5. Honor your father and mother. 6. You shall not murder. 7. You shall not commit adultery. 8. You shall not steal. 9. You shall not lie. Bear false witness. 10. Do not covet. At first glance, these may seem like just religious rules. But what if we think of them as natural laws that have always existed, laws that help us live in harmony, just like gravity helps keep our feet on the ground? Natural laws versus humans' rules. So, let's get clear on this. What do we mean by natural laws? A natural law is something that's built into the system. It's not made by humans. It's just there, like gravity, the flow of time, or the cycle of the seasons. These things just are, they don't change whether you believe in them or not. Gravity, for example, doesn't stop working if you don't believe in it. Now, when it comes to how we treat each other, things like honesty, respect, fairness, the same logic applies. These moral laws are like gravity. If you lie, steal, or hurt others, it disrupts the natural flow of relationships and society. It's not just wrong because some book says so, it's wrong because it goes against how we are wired as human beings. Let's break down a few of these commandments as examples of natural laws. Things that naturally keep human life balanced and functioning. You shall not murder. This one says that life is valuable, and when we harm others, we disrupt the natural flow of society. Murder doesn't just affect one person, but also many others. It breaks down trust, security, and the bonds that hold us together. It's a law of nature, respect life, or chaos follows. You shall not steal. Stealing is another action that throws off the balance of life. Society functions on trust. We trust that our possessions and personal boundaries are respected. It's like trying to defy gravity. Sure, you can jump, but you're going to fall eventually. Stealing creates fear, distrust, and disorder. You shall not lie. Truth is the foundation of communication and relationships. If everyone lied all the time, we wouldn't know who to trust, and society would fall apart. Imagine if gravity worked sometimes, but other times things floated around at random. Chaos, right? Truth works the same way. Without it, chaos follows. Honor your father and mother. This isn't just about blind obedience. It's about respecting the people who've helped shape you. Every generation builds on the last, and when you honor your parents, you're honoring the wisdom of the past and allowing it to guide the future. That's just the natural flow of life. Notice how none of these commands are random or arbitrary. They reflect a deeper truth about how humans are meant to live together. The gravity of moral commands. Let's dig into why calling them commands makes more sense than just laws. When you hear the word law, you might think of something that's external, something made by governments that can be changed or broken. But a command? That's more like gravity. It's not something you can break without breaking yourself in the process. It's something fundamental, something that compels you to live rightly. When you defy a command like, don't steal, or don't lie, you're not just breaking a rule. You're going against the grain of how life works. It's like trying to jump off a cliff and hoping gravity won't apply to you. Spoiler alert! It will. The 10 Commandments are like gravity. They are commands because they compel us toward a certain way of living that aligns with who we are as humans. Ignore them, and you might not see the consequences right away, but sooner or later, just like with gravity, you'll feel the fall. Why the 10 Commandments matter today now? Some of you might be thinking, okay, but why does this ancient list of commands matter in today's world? The truth is, the world may have changed a lot in terms of technology, society, and our understanding of the universe, but human nature has not. We still crave love, justice, truth, and connection. The 10 Commandments offer timeless truths about what it means to live well, both as individuals and as a society. They are not about restricting our freedom, they are about aligning ourselves with the natural laws that keep us grounded, just like gravity keeps us from floating into chaos. These commands guide us, helping us to live a life that's in harmony with ourselves, others, and the world around us. Embracing these commands as natural laws. So, to sum up, the 10 Commandments aren't just ancient rules for another time. They are universal commandments as laws of nature, just like the law of gravity, which everyone can easily relate to. You can't escape them. You can't ignore them without facing consequences at some point, but once you understand them and follow them, you can also benefit from them or take advantage of them. If we can understand these commandments not just as religious rules, but as natural laws that help us thrive, we'll see how they still apply to us today, not as restrictions, but as guides to living a good, meaningful life. So let's live in harmony with these precepts, just as we live in harmony with gravity, knowing that they are there to help us, not to hold us back. Thank you for listening, and I hope this gives you a new way of thinking about the 10 Commandments in your everyday life.